Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm going to show you guys the project we got done for today. I actually already took a shower. I am ready for bed. It's like 11 something, I think. Maybe almost 11:30, but I'm literally ready to go into bed once I'm done talking with you guys for today. Showed you guys in yesterday's vlog. We were able to get the microwave mounted yesterday, and I think we got to a couple other projects. I'm so beat, guys. This weekend actually feels like it went by super fast because we were like working literally from like sun up till sundown pretty much both days. Today was a little bit more free time. I didn't get up quite as early, but guys, this, look at behind me, this is what got finished for today. We got in my mom's desk. So this is basically, I can stand over here on this other side to actually show you guys how this looks. So like some of the stuff still, we've got another cabinet that is going up there and one that's going up on this side. We just haven't painted over here. So they're like about the size of that, but they're a little bit shorter, I think, and a little bit not as long. But they're both like double cabinet doors. So they're, like I said, one's going here, I don't know which one, and then the other one's going here. We got the air conditioner put back in today. We also got this put up, which wasn't that difficult. And then we got this little, my mom bought this new little ceiling light along with the fan. It's like a mini fan though. It's not a big, huge one. So we got that done early. And then we also changed out, there is a cord. I actually think it's behind this box. Or not a cord, an outlet that we got a new outlet for and a new faceplate because we've been kind of updating all of the outlets and everything like that as we've been sort of going around the house. My room got all new outlets and new faceplates when I redid my room. They're super cheap. Like the outlet today that we got, it was like that one, not that bottom one, but like that one was 44 cents, I think. The faceplate was like 25 cents. So we again ended up switching those out. This one obviously, like with the USB, cost a lot more money, but like that was the one that was just down there, was just a regular one. So this is sort of, this was the second piece of my mom's desk. So we ended up getting, these are leftover cabinets. I was telling you guys, this is from the garage. There was two of these, are pretty much identical. Again, some of the stuff that's gonna go up in the cabinets and stuff like that is just kind of all in one place sort of, and my mom has sort of been organizing a little bit in here. So anyways, it's actually really cool out today, so we don't have the air conditioner going. Like, I don't think we have any air conditioners going other than my room because it gets really warm still in my room regardless. Anyways, we have, like I said, this one that was down here and this one, which were sort of the base pieces for the table. And then there's a corner piece that's underneath there, if you guys can see. Again, there's also some other bins and stuff like that, but that is like a corner piece that's under there. So that's really what is supporting the countertop, which this was actually the only real thing, other than, again, you know, some of the electrical stuff that we ended up actually paying for and doing the whole pretty much remodel, other than paint and stuff like that. And these slabs each were actually, they are, when I went to Menards, I saw where my dad got them from. They're actually, I think, cabinet pieces. Like we found them in Menards in the cabinet section. And the nice thing is that they're like finished, you know, and they actually have the finished side on here. Although like over in this corner, this isn't finished. This is like, you know, the press board kind of stuff or whatever this is. But, so it looks really nice and it looks done really well. But they were, each of the pieces were 25 bucks. So that's all we paid for. We paid pretty much 50 bucks, but you would not be able to buy a desk that is this size with, again, all of the cabinetry that's underneath as well for 50 bucks. So again, plus the paint price, her desk ended up costing pretty much $50. That is way, way, way less than what my desk was. I think my desk was like close to $100 to $200 or something like that. But mine also has a hutch, and then hers doesn't, but she has extra cabinetry up here. So I showed you guys yesterday, we did these, and then also this too. My mom like ended up doing, not Mod Podge, I forget what it's called, like glue and water sort of, to actually get this so that this will like stick down to the cabinet and it's easier to clean sort of and stuff like that. So anyway, she ended up doing that today, which that one turned out a little little bit better. It looks nicer. This one kind of bubbled up and stuff like that, but this one, it didn't end up happening down there. It's just so that it's sort of easier to clean up, and so it actually sits more onto the cabinet door. So again, this was very reasonably priced. And then we have sort of two different sections, like a sort of work area over on this side, and then more of a desk area for like computer and stuff like that, which is not currently in here. But what we ended up doing was we also cut a hole here. My dad used like a circular saw to cut the hole in there so that we can run the electric down here, which is where we have a small outlet along with one of these like power strips. And then this, which we ended up doing up here, is more for, again, glue gun and like, you know, stuff that has smaller cords and stuff like that and isn't meant to be ran over a long distance, so that it again can have smaller space to be able to you know, have some of this stuff set up. So these pieces too were 8 feet long, but I don't know how long. But again, like this one we ended up actually cutting, so the excess piece is here, and this one too had a little bit cut off the end because we ended up doing these shelves, which I think my parents got from IKEA years and years ago, maybe even when we lived at our old house. And they used to be in my room. I still have 2 of them. We got 6 in total, and I still have 2 in my room, but the other 4 are in here because I didn't really have any use for another 2 of them. So anyways, we ended up again being able to make this all custom too, so that again we know that there's an outlet right here, so we ended up doing the hole here and all that kind of stuff. So my dad ended up, you know, securing this all in and stuff like that, and I mean like the disc, it's not going anywhere. On top of that too, we ended up caulking along this part as well, and then along like here too, because we didn't have this exactly perfect, because again it wasn't like factory, you know, like cut or anything like that. My dad ended up cutting it himself and he got it really perfect, but again there's like some tiny little imperfections that again we caulked over and you really can't tell anymore. So with actually the corner pieces that were left over from this, because obviously this was used to be a whole sheet that went this way, but we wanted to cut it in a corner, so again it was easier, and we made sure that the support was on that corner piece as well. So with those extra corner pieces, we're actually going to use them here as shelves, so my mom can put her TV and the Xbox on it as well, so that she can have that there while she's working and watch like Netflix and stuff like that. So that's why that's there right now, but it's going to actually go up on a little mini shelf that's going to be in the corner. So again, we're totally reusing the extra pieces too, so the $50 is definitely being stretched way across whatever extra is as well. So you guys can see there too, my mom actually got these boxes at the dollar store. Some of them she had, but then she ended up labeling everything, so that stuff is all up there too. And I think it's so cool too, because like the blue matches, she's kind of going with a couple of different like colors and stuff like that, and she has kind of like a color palette, I guess, that she's kind of going with. So then too, I showed you guys when we hung these up, my mom got the other one hung up today. But yeah, that's kind of, like I said, this was the big project that we've ended up finishing today, which was awesome. What looks like behind me is much less of a cluttered mess, but you guys saw there was just, we had a old like comforter blanket that we use as like our trash blanket, sort of, just for like, you know, like parades and stuff like that, or we'll kind of use them as like throw, you know, like drop cloths sort of. So we had that over covering most of the stuff while we were still painting the ceiling, and some of it still has to be painted, but you know, like I said, part of that. We're also going to get new doors. We're going to get a sliding glass door instead of these dumb, not even like, it's French doors, but it only opens on one side. Like, it's not traditional, like French doors normally like open in the middle. So is not like that. It only opens on one side, and then you have lovely light that comes in from the other side, but it's kind of like, I mean, useless. And then the hard part is too, is that the door opens out, so you have a lot of space where like if something is in front of the door, like, you know, you still can't like maneuver around very well. And it isn't a huge room, you know, so that's kind of sometimes a problem when we get the sliding glass door. We'll be able to actually sort of save on a little bit of extra space, since we will have that. And on top of that too, it will most likely have a screen in it as well, so that we can actually have it opened and have some like, you know, fresh air and stuff like that coming through, because I've always wanted that and we never had it. Maybe a really long time ago, like when we first moved in, there was one, but we don't, that I know of, have one anymore. Most of this stuff has been moved and put away in the cabinets and stuff like that. That was all over here. So we've gotten all this stuff, like I said, pretty much done. I love how like that's turning out, and then on top of that too, the kitchen and stuff like that as well is also turning out. And we're like, you know, I think probably the big main part was getting the desk put in and all that kind of stuff. The rest of this is pretty much just painting in here, I think, for the most part. The other half of the room, and then in the kitchen too, we have some more painting to do, and obviously there's some other stuff too, but we're like, I feel like the big projects sort of have kind of been finished up now, like the desk parts, putting in the last of hopefully the appliances and everything like that, and sort of the big project stuff in the living room, or in the kitchen, sorry guys, in the kitchen, and then also in here as well. Like, I don't think there's really any other electrical stuff that has to be done in the kitchen. No, there is. We are going to put an outlet in by where the microwave is. I showed you guys that yesterday. And then also too, like the electric is done in here. We got new lights, we got a new, like I said, new electrics, you know, plates and all that put in, and there's no electric on this other wall. It's kind of dumb, but there isn't. I think the only thing my dad might move is that there is like an Ethernet cord that's across on this other side of the wall over here, but he wants to move it, go into the crawl space and move it so it's over on this side in case my mom does want to have something plugged into the Ethernet cord, because I think her Xbox, she has an Xbox 360 just literally so she can watch Netflix in here and like, you know, Hulu, that kind of stuff. So I think that has to be plugged in, so that might be why. I don't think that the Xbox, the one that she has, is like Wi-Fi enabled. I don't know. But anyways, long story short, my dad's going to do that at some point, but he has to get in the crawl space to be able to do it because he ran it from underneath. So he's just going to move it to the other side. So anyways, the dog is happily in here on the floor, laying on the tile too, guys, the carpet on the ground is actually just a hodgepodge of different carpet tiles that we've been getting and putting down. My mom could care less really about the carpet as long as there's something down. Like, she's not like, you know, wanting everything to match or make it look all nice and fancy and stuff like that. She just, again, we have an outside door, so it needs to be something that can be easily cleaned up, because obviously people can track dirt, stuff like that through here. So like, if there was a problem, we don't want to actually get real carpet in here and have to tear it up. If it gets super stained and nasty looking, we can always be like, okay, we'll pull up a few carpet tiles and put some new ones down, even if it looks like a mess. My mom is not nearly, you know, doesn't care hardly at all about the tiles or the carpeting stuff. So again, we've just kind of been throwing random pieces down and stuff like that. And I think in a couple spots there's actually just some like floor mats that have double-sided tape on them, like welcome mats, like from the dollar store. So that is what that is right now. But yeah, there's still, like I said, a handful of stuff. We have to finish the molding, or not mold, is it molding? What's it called? I always forget the word. Yeah, I guess so. The trim. We have one piece in near the door, but then there's the rest of the piece up there and around there. And obviously when we get the new sliding door, and then also to the stuff around what is my closet, because my bedroom doesn't have a closet. Go figure. This house is not built like the smartest for people to live in, and so that's why, like I said, her the only closet that I have is this one that I use, because she would have storage in here because of it, but I don't have anything to store my clothes in, so that is my only closet. I have to leave my room to go and get in my closet. Sometimes a pain, but I normally get my clothes together at night. Like, I have my clothes picked out for tomorrow already, so that's why, like, I guess it's not that big of a deal. But as long as I can get in here, you know, it's fine. So anyways, guys, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Share with you guys any other projects or anything else that we get done. I honestly don't know, because tomorrow might be a little bit more of a relaxing day, just because we've been getting so much stuff done, got so much done over this weekend and everything like that, and just little, even too tiny details, like, you know, after we were finished putting that in, we were like, okay, now we have to caulk it. Now we have to make sure that we have to cut the circle for, you know, the wires and stuff like that, or the cords. So everything's been a little bit, you know, like I said, just it's very, like, you know, taxing to get every little detail after that too, and fine details and stuff like that finished up as well. I think that's good. My mom pretty much ended up hanging everything up on the walls, like all the little, you know, stuff on there with nails and stuff like that. She ended up doing that. So Anyways, guys, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.